Trifling cause the niggas staying heat rock. All they cool gon' smoke when I spin a block. Pause, let the pennies drop. Fuck a bitch, then I side right in the shop. Purple haze is the smoke that I puff. Never contact, I stay with the luck. You Mitchell and Ness, I'm calling you bluff. Young nigga, I don't give a fuck. Trifling cause the niggas staying heat rock. All they cool gon' smoke when I spin a block. Pause, let the pennies drop. Fuck a bitch, then I side right in the shop. Purple haze is the smoke that I puff. Never contact, I stay with the luck. You Mitchell and Ness, I'm calling you bluff. Young nigga, I don't give a fuck. Look out the window and vision my dreams. Call me a maid cause I drip so clean. Bake my garments, you know I'm a fiend. Skeleton bits, Alex and Queen. My wrist is ringing and the change of the weather. These bitches, these birds, they flock together. Planting these houses and I'm parking their feathers. I run up the rocks, Da Vinci my sweater. Gucci and Fendi, I drip for real. Suppressing my pace while I'm popping these pills. Trying to go hard till I give me a deal. Stay to myself cause I really no real. Fuck how they feel. Cruises to you, can't ride a bike, but I'm good on the scooter. Bitch, I'm the king, so you know I'm your ruler. After I'm done, my neck got a tongue. I am the king of the jungle. My crown won't fall when I stumble. Block all the hair in the tumble. For the back, trust I won't fumble. Swiping these cards to fly out the country. You say I play games, but she know she won't. I splash like a faucet, call me the sun. Dreaming one day to run in a rock. Trifling cause the niggas staying heat rock. All they cool gon' smoke when I spin a block. Pause, let the pennies drop. Fuck a bitch, then I send her right in the shop. Purple haze is the smoke that I puff. Never contact, I stay with good luck. You Mitchell and Ness, I'm calling you buck. Young nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm trifling cause the niggas staying heat rock. All they cool gon' smoke when I spin a block. Pause, let the pennies drop. Fuck a bitch, then I send her right in the shop. Purple haze is the smoke that I puff. Never contact, I stay with good luck. You Mitchell and Ness, I'm calling you buck. Young nigga, I don't give a fuck.
He was going in. Shout to everybody. They really liked it. They really liked it. And this one, you know, this one's on his thing. Does this look like a blunt? Really? What do y'all smoke? Really? That's a blunt?
Straight drop, bend it over, make the pussy hot. Roll on with the gang, switching lanes, winning 7 shots. Beat low key, special hard, go and get a mop. Series with a million inch of block with the Gucci flops. Not quick, but you know I let her baby blue. Shorty on her knees, making music all like a flute. I'm on fire, steaming hot, nigga can't win when you shoot. Follow with my ace and diamonds, nigga, we don't call the flute. I'm staying with the gang, yeah, we bringing pain. I just do this big pimpin' cause we want with canes. Pocket swollen, lot of cash, call it big knots. 2 Glocks, bitch, you leave him dead for his buddy drop. Triple miller, light shower, has the sunny shit. Gonna stay with real, these other niggas be so counterfeit. Counting up the presidents, the money is the medicine.
Is there any other artists on SoundCloud that can rap?
Like I mean, I'm talking to the feds, but I'm coming so I said niggas wanna see us pop out.
No, this nigga can roll like this. Look, this ain't roll.
Niggas know I'm king.
There's a certain listen, I'm gonna roll with it. I know, this is not. Nobody's rolling it.
God's got it real shit. Talking crazy seeds, letting off that mouth stick. Keys in the cut, vision like it's February. Who think you doing magic? Catch you right there never cemetery. I love keys, I love seeds, I love all the gods. Don't forget my nigga Ace, cause he down the rod. Hungry for the cash, we gon' do the race. Playing with these bitches, snakes, weak niggas can't relate. Straight drop, bend it over, make the pussy hot. Rollin' with the gang, switching lanes, winning 7 shots. Beat low key, special hard, go and get a mop. Seeds with a million inch of block with the Gucci flops. Not quick, but you know I let her
Shout out to last
on her knees, making music all like a flute. I'm on fire, steaming hot, nigga can't win when you shoot. Rolling with my ace and diamonds, nigga, we don't call the flute. Straight drop, bend it over, make the pussy hot. Rollin' with the gang, switching lanes, winning 7 shots. Beat low key, special hard, go and get a mop. Seeds with a million inch of block with the Gucci flops. Not quick, but you know I let her magic blue. Shorty on her knees, making music all like a flute. I'm on fire, steaming hot, nigga can't win when you shoot. Rolling with my ace and diamonds, nigga, we don't call the flute.
Oh, hold on. I'm about to turn up. Hold on. Let me go check this out real quick. Holla back. I got a playlist for y'all. It's crazy. It's not public yet. I might make it public after this. I gotta see. But these are some of the receipts dealing directly with the stuff that I want to show you. Hold on. Let's see which one I want to start with. I want to start with the snippets first. Okay. Now,
somebody said he claimed he was trying to say extra jail. I would like to hear that. What is the reason?
Oh, muffled. I got this up full blast. They still muffled.
No, that was my intended purpose. But again, X knows it. It's collateral. Let me tell you, I got no problem saying there's collateral damage. You feel me? Any nigga who I think is down with that gets into it. When I see XxTentacion, listen, you know what it is. An X tone. I think he called me this.
He knows what it is. Number one, academics. Who the F are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? When half the industry can run down and smack your kufi off. Who are you talking to? No. I don't care if you're mad. Who are you talking to? That's the question. Who are you talking to? Now, this was 7 days before X passed. 7 days before. And this guy said, I don't care. Whoever's down with someone can get it too. What does that mean? Get what? Get what? While you sit snug behind the computer, get what? Get what? What are you doing? What are you doing? People that come to you directly to smack you up, you start caping. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? I heard this. I'm still trying to figure out what gave you the heart to even carry a narrative like this. Don't let the girl in the background telling you what happened boost your head. You like broads boosting your head. That's how I know you're a simp. That's why the one living with you was riding another D. No, allegedly. She was riding another rapper's D, living with you. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious right now? You're mad shaky off this. Let him finish. Let this chipmunk finish. Because see, you know if X seen you in person, he'd punch you in your mouth. That's why you feel comfortable. Now he's going, okay, I don't have to worry. He'd punch you right in your face. You're chipmunk trash. I'm sorry. And you were wrong. It was his nephew. It wasn't a girl. It was his nephew. You were wrong. Yes, you were. You were wrong. You got proven wrong. Your butt hurt. Your butt hurt. I don't know if your butt hurts, but your butt hurt. You are. You were proven wrong. Take it like a man. You were proven wrong, and now your feelings is hurt. I don't care whoever. You were scared to fight Vic Mensa right in front of your face, calling you all types of stuff. And I'm supposed to believe like, oh, now you're tough here? Cut it out.
I see something. I would say something. But he told 6ix9ine to tell me, he's like, oh, like.
With a Fortnite background. Shut up.
But you gotta know, if me and you, we not talking, we're not seeing eye to eye, you know it's me and you. When I see anybody ride with Buck, because me and you got issues, you're getting it too, I'm sorry. So now,
when I see anybody that talk crazy before or after he's gone, you're getting it too. How about that? So I'm on your neck like a fly you can't swat. I'm on your neck. When I heard anybody talking crazy sideways, I'm at all of you. I didn't discriminate this whole time, and I'm not going to. And I'm not giving a pass to you. You get it too. You are the biggest sucker I've ever seen. Money, it enhances what other people do. It makes you. Money makes you. That I'm for real. Money makes you. Otherwise, you're just a sucker. I mean, listen to this guy. Does this sound like the same guy that tried to expose Nicki Minaj when it got real in his DMs? Is this the same guy who did a story, Warren Chirac, doing satire about young black men dying? This is the same man? You hear how he's talking? Like, yo, you're a straight up, yo. You're such a bitch. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And that's why I couldn't blow up like y'all. That's why they're going to try and stop me. Because I'm telling you, if you spoke sideways On cam, I'll chin check you. Right on cam. Right for your viewers. And I tell you, say it again. Or I tell you to do something. I would slam your chickmunk ass and drag you around the studio. I would do you greasy. You are the worst. Listen to what you're saying. This is right before he died. So you're saying he could get it too. He could, and you ain't know nothing. You ain't got nothing to do with it. Then when stuff happens, you're silent. Like, oh, it's unfortunate. Yo. I would open palm slap you so hard, your headphones would break. Like you're a fucking loser. Yo. They want suckers like you. That nothing. Yo, y'all hear this guy? Y'all hear him? You hear how hard he sounds? Then when people talk directly to him, say something to him, get in his DMs, you backpedal. One thing they can say, when they came in my DMs, I matched that energy. I wasn't worried about that. You backpedal after you say the worst things. After you make fun of people in Chicago dying, you backpedal. What respect do you put on a man like that? No, that's not your man. That's the answer. You're not a man. Let this chipmunk finish so I can get to the rest.
All right, and focus, and I could. X, if you ride with them, every mistake you make will be on the biggest of platforms. Because you know why? You right.
I don't care if my platform's not big. You made a mistake, and I'm going to talk about it. Since no one else wants to talk about it, I'm going to talk about you. You are a mistake. The czar is on you. In every online platform you worship. I'm at all y'all necks. And y'all can all get it. I don't care. I'm not discriminating. When a warrior goes out, does he discriminate on his enemies? Now I'm hitting everybody up however hard I can. I have recordings. No. I downright have notes on this sucker where I can sink your ship. So come keep playing with me. Keep playing with me. We'll go through. I'll make sure I interview the family members of people you did satire on. That's how serious I'll come for your neck. And I'll come for you. And respectfully, Nikki, I ain't you, Nikki. He exposed it, he ain't getting the pass. I'm coming harder. The moment you say my name, I show up like Candyman. You'll be skipping to your car after Complex, and I'll pop out the woodworks like, what's up? Go at you and security and get it. Y'all get it together. Like y'all both was in it. I don't care about that. You got me effed up. See, you're thinking, well, this guy, he's just there talking about it. He been talking about the X situation. I know you were on the fake names, but everything I said turned out right. So go ahead and play with me. I'll show you I'm proven true on this because I'm just done with you. I heard everything you did, seen everything you did. You're a for life sucker in my eyes. And there's nothing you can do to revive that. You are a sucker. I don't care who rocks with you. I don't care if the biggest rapper gave you a cosign. I'll go after them too. We'll put them up too. Because all of y'all got something to be exposed. That's why everyone I seen around you, I got something on just in case. I said, just in case he want to speak. Because I see this game where men take up for other men. Like when X was beefing with Drake. I see that. So everybody got to get it. I got to have something on all of you. I'm not playing you nice no more. This is a sucker. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what a sucker looks like. Right here. Doesn't matter. Don't look at the stats. Look at the face. This is a sucker that is openly declaring, X, I don't care. You ride with him, you can, and you know you're not built like that. You never have. Vic, right in front of you, called you that to your face. You couldn't even flinch. He said, who want to fight? Other guys saying it. Where were you at? Oh, nah, I don't want to. I don't want to. You just want to sit back here, talk, and get rich off of the pain of others. I got you. I got you. I know your type. I know your type. I know your type. Chubby mouth loser. We would be stuffing you in lockers every day. You'd come out, we'd be waiting.
If you in the car,
listen to his voice.
Straight.
You sound like a bitch. Like, really?
That's what it is. Now,
that's what it
is.
is.
That video to get him sent to jail. I played that video to get that bitch ass nigga to actually get a story about something that would.
You're saying bitch ass nigga. Really? Did you see a mirror lately? No, you define a bitch ass nigga. I'm telling you today. DJ Akademiks, you define a bitch ass nigga. You really do. You move like it. You set other men up for other men like it. You are a yo. Please whisper my name. Whisper it. No, make a post alluding to me. They'll see it and show me. Make it alluding to me, please. I'm gonna show you for real. See, this media thing, you done played with it enough. I'm gonna show you for real. Because you are mad soft. You're soft like yo. Like, what are you talking about? And you tied X's name in the 7 days before he went. Then tried to come back around like, oh, it's sad and unfortunate. His family should have ran down on you the moment you did that. Because honestly, if I didn't know who did it, I would have thought you were involved. I would have thought you were involved by the way you're moving. I would have thought you had something to do with it. Because you are mad, soft, and weak, my guy. You're weak. You are a weak mother. You're weak. Don't ever come out your mouth like that. You come out your mouth like that to me, I'm going to show you. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do media. I'm hit right over to New York, wherever you're at. I'm like, this sucker. I said, no. Now I don't need security around me. I ain't got to do none of that. Because when I see you, that's going to be enough. You're going to know what time it is. I promise. You're sitting here calling people bitch ass, saying, oh, watch it. Like, they're almost borderline threatening X 7 days before he dies. Isn't that convenient? When you just set him up mentioning Drake. That's funny. No, that's funny. That needs investigated. You're funny, style. That's funny alone. I'm sorry. There's no pass on that. You mentioned animosity with him right before he died. Really? And you ain't have nothing to do with it? Yeah. Okay. But we just seen you mentioning situations and stuff and people actually dying over your Warren Chirac thing, right? So you ain't have nothing to do with that. Then you say, like you're about that. You've never been. You got to hire guys to be about anything. Because in this, you're a sucker. You're a soft ass punk. You know it. You know it. You're soft as baby greens. That's a fact. Let's get that straight now. You've been soft. I've been taking shots at you. I've been told you, been, come out your throat. This is time right now. It's your time. Right now. Let's see what else this fuckboy's saying. You really are an F-boy. You really are. You really are, for real, an F-boy. This guy's coming at X over a beef with someone else.
Before you hear from anybody else, nigga, I got jumped in LA by some pussy ass niggas, and they jumped me, nigga. Nobody gave me a faith of a one-on-one, nigga. Nobody gave me the respect of a one-on-one, and I painted that nigga when he was on the ground. Just to let y'all know why they jumped me, pussy ass niggas. I'm just letting y'all know from now though, I'm a man before anything, nigga, and and I'm gonna take my fucking ass beating like a man, and I'm gonna carry myself like a man, and this shit don't affect me. Y'all niggas gonna lose money fucking with me. Oh, and the niggas up 5 on me, my girl, and my nigga. Point blank, period. So if you see anything, nigga, just know they have fire and they pull a gun on me, my nigga. Amigos, straight up. Look at this shit. Y'all niggas had the chance to kill me. How you had fire and ain't shoot me? After all this shit I've been talking, how the fuck you ain't shoot me? Y'all niggas pussy as fuck. Running. Pussy shit running. Yeah, nigga, stop. Funny how rap it.
Take off. Why are you wearing those pink pants? That looks crazy. Objectively, that looks crazy. I was like,
You talking about killing niggas and shooting niggas and this and that, but you caught me outside the hotel and they pulled bang. Bro, ain't shoot not shit, bro. Ain't shoot shit, bro. I had that boy hair in my hand, all biting the shit out that boy. He snuck my dog, man. As soon as he snuck my dog, I jumped on him, and he wanted to jump at me. That's what it is. I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to spread positivity. You see what just happened to me. You see my face fucked up. Continue to do the right thing, and karma will work itself out. Use me as an example. I just got fucked up. Use this as an example. Keep doing the right thing. Fuck. It's so funny because niggas is really super pussy. Like, I'm talking about, I looked this nigga in his face. He did a full roundabout and then split my dog because he was scared to fight me one-on-one. These niggas was scared to fight me. Y'all niggas like 35. I got 35 fight me. Shit, y'all niggas pussy as fuck. Fuck Offset. Fuck that pussy nigga. What's it called? Lift off. Fuck lift off. Fuck all y'all pussy ass niggas. Fuck all y'all.
I heard that before.
You don't be deep like that anyway, bro. Shit crazy. Shit fucking crazy. Niggas pussy. Running. Pussy shit running. Yeah, nigga, stop. Amigos just gave.
Wait, y'all should have. His security wasn't even security size. Y'all could have ran through that. Really? Really?
Free clout. Free clout. Hey, y'all pussy niggas know I'm finna use y'all name all day, right? Hey, DJ Akademiks, man, cover this shit, man. Let these niggas know these 45, 35-year-old ass niggas jump me, man. Cause these niggas was too scared to fade me one-on-one. Y'all niggas pussy as fuck.
Did DJ Akademiks ever cover that? Let's see. Let's see if Chipmunk was man enough to cover that. Because you cover every story. Instead of sucking them off. Let's see. Because you're very biased in your media. You're scared to cover stuff. Joe Budden's got more heart than you. Nope, didn't cover it. Didn't cover shit. DJ Akademiks for the win. Only covering. No, I want to focus on Drake.
Pussy ass niggas. All you sad is when y'all niggas was at the BET Awards, my niggas really wanted to kill y'all boys, but I'm about peace, love, positivity, so we ain't jump on y'all boys. Cause really niggas was really ready to set y'all niggas up. We was like 50 deep and let y'all boys live, so this shit crazy. So y'all might
guys don't talk when you want to make a move like that. Don't talk about it.
Be careful when y'all gonna. Oh, hey, one more thing though. Just so y'all know, them pussy niggas ain't touch me. Pussy ass Quavo, pussy ass Offset, and pussy ass Liftoff ain't do shit. They said they other niggas do that little entourage, and y'all pussy ass niggas gonna get knocked. No.
So what they do is they send other men to fight for them because they don't want to fight, but they do. That's some new stuff. Maybe that's how celebrities do stuff. Because if I went to do something, I did it myself. That's the only way it made sense. That's the only way it made sense. Don't want to. Why would I send someone else to do something I want to go do? I think that's weird. That's weird to me. Is that normal where y'all at? That's normal? No, we go do it ourselves. Why am I going to send someone else? What's the satisfaction? Why not me do it? What, because I got money? Well, then that's when I get what I need. Like, I don't understand. This is a new generation that I don't think any of us understand. I don't get it. Staying on top, look, there's a way you do things to not go down for it. So this makes me think and ask, were they actually doing all the stuff they talked about? Because there's a certain way you do it to not go down for it. And I'm not going to teach you guys how to do that stuff. I'm not going to tell you, oh, if you want to do this, dude. I'm not going to do that. I'm telling you there's a certain way you do things so that you're able to say, well, I don't know what they're talking about. You don't just send someone, because when someone starts getting when life charges start getting thrown around, people act different. That's a fact. We see it in this very case. When life gets thrown around, mastermind charges, AKA, people start acting right. Like, oh, it was such and such that sent me. And they'll give him the deal because the mastermind, you're going to get 50 to life. That's how that works. So I'm presuming with these suspects and things happening, somebody's about to get a charge. Maybe a bigger name than you think. Experts on the case. Think about it.
I ain't gonna say nothing. One more thing though, if y'all niggas think I'm not gonna take y'all money, y'all stupid.
I'm not gonna lie, you were moving up them steps. Even if I want to say, yo, he put up a fight, you were moving up them steps, my guy. Like you were, I don't know how I seen it was hard to move in them pants, but okay, let's get it. Now, this is one of his exes. You're supposed to make me believe he chose you over her, Jenny. Really? He said, I'm gonna wife you, and you ain't got nothing to move, nothing to dance with. This is the type of girls he likes with curves and stuff. You ain't got nothing to move. And she's thick. Thicker than you, at least. More weight than you. This is how she's dancing. And this is his ex. It says. One of his exes. And he just went.
I'm Amy, and this is Piper. Say hi, Piper.
And he ran to you. Really? He said,
hey, Amy here. It is 1:30.
Shout out to Amy, but we're gonna move past this. Let's go.
Check it out. Now, I got a story to tell. Because lost in the context of what people believe they see.
You hear this voice? Does this sound like someone who's going to do something to X if you like? Shut up. Does this sound like someone who will walk around Chirac without a problem? Like, shut up. Like, stop saying things. And then when you get addressed on them, you're like, oh, no, I didn't. Like, come on.
Is context of what actually goes on behind the curtains. Okay, now, in November, okay, I received a frantic phone call, FaceTime call from XxTentacion.
Okay?
He basically was hella mad. He said, yo, Akademiks, these pussy niggas just jumped me. And then while he was swearing 1,000,000 miles per minute, I was saying, yo, X, calm down. What the fuck are you talking about? And he said, yo, these Migos niggas, man, they jumped me out here in LA. And I said, yo, what the fuck? Like, how did this happen? He said, I saw them niggas. I saw them lining me up. They rolled up the cars, and I stood there. I never ran. I took them on one by one. I got my ass whipped kind of, but you know what? I ain't no bitch, and I'm going to go get back mine. Now, the first thing I said, X, what are you doing? Stop, slow down. Okay, by the way, at the same time, I'm getting hella videos on Instagram from people.
Whoa. Your focus should be on these lames that pulled up deep just to try and jump him. Why is your focus on his actions of defending himself? He's telling you I stood my ground. Because stand your ground law in Florida, they pull up like that. I could defend myself. Standing where I'm at, using every military tactic I learned to push their wigs back. I can do that. And then walk away without a charge. So what are you talking about? Why didn't they pull up to Florida that way? If why would they wait till LA? Even in LA, X is moving smooth. That's why it's good to be connected in these places. CommenterNation, greatest nation since United Nations. Because these guys want to do that till they know you can get half the block to come up the street. And it ain't going to be about money. It's going to be where y'all chains at, y'all rap about. Where's y'all money, y'all rap about. Then everything gets swept up. That's what you don't understand. You don't even sound right. You can't even do media correctly. He got jumped. What do you expect? Calm down. Hold up. What if people rolled up on you and jumped you? You'll be like, these guys came up and jumped me. You'll be crying. This guy is so fake. Like, I don't understand. He doesn't get it. You know what? You know nothing of it. You're just narrating it. Let me let you go. I got to keep that in
Who
mind.
have recorded X getting pummeled by the Migos, and it seems like it was an entourage or their bodyguards. It wasn't the Migos members themselves. Now I'm trying to calm this kid down, and I'm like, "Yo, X, chill." By the way, I was there after the incident with Rob Stone. I talked to him right after, so he at that point did listen to my advice under certain circumstances. But you gotta.
What advice do you give? Someone runs up, blindsides me on stage. What advice do you give? No, it's not advice I need. It's that I need someone rocked. That's what I need. I gotta rock you. Because for you to think that that was safe to do to me, I gotta show you it's not. That's the advice he needs. You were there right after? Why are you there right after everything? This is strange. Do you see how strange this is? Akademiks popping up right after. You were there right before 6ix9ine got bad. Right by him, with him, while he's on probation. Then he's alone. All this stuff happens. You're nowhere to be found. This is so... Do you see how fortunate he is? Either you know when to get out of Dodge, or someone's telling you not to be around. Something's not right. Listen, I knew dudes like this. They were around until something happened. Then you're like, where'd he go? You might want to ask, how did he get out of Dodge so fast? Like that, I was thinking about this half the night. I'm like, what is he doing? He's getting out of Dodge so fast before all of this goes down with X, the Rob Stone thing, right after you're there. You weren't there for it, right after you're there. This thing, you're telling, what advice are you giving? Make your music, be patient. How does that stop people from pulling up? What is that? Like, really? That's why I wish he was in connection with TheCzarr. I would have told him what to do. And I can guarantee you, none of you would have been a problem again, ever. Ever, ever, ever. I would have told him just what to do. I'm not going to say it now. I would have told him just what to do. I may have told him chill at the moment, but I would have told him what to do. I would have said, all right, yada, 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 that. Number one, it would have been no media made. You wouldn't have had video on, security pulling up, record. Wouldn't have been none of that. That same security guard would have regretted filming anything. I guarantee you. Because, see, it's easy to track down security. That's the easiest thing. I find out your security. Number one, what song did I just play? What did Styles P say? You pull up with security, you pussy. He said that. So off the rip, they're celebrity. They're not certified. That tells you everything. They're industry, trying to dabble in the streets with money. But when you play that game, you all go down. That's how you go down. He said you rap with security, you pussy. And security pulling up, sending security, security. Listen to what you're saying. That defines the people that were. It was mad pussy moves. Real pussy. And y'all weren't there for it? Oh my gosh. Y'all followed up behind security? If I had security, they'd be running behind me. Because I'm front line. I don't know who raise these guys. I'm frontline. Genghis Khan frontline. If I'm going to do something, if I'm really going to have the heart, they're running behind me. I'm the leader. What happened to leaders leading in the front instead of behind them? Like, get that guy, get that guy. This shit's so weak. It's so weak and soft. Like, if you're going to move on something, you run in the front. Either you're giving the blow or you're taking the hit. Either or. I'm not running behind my security like, get him. You're running behind security like, get him. Oh my goodness. I would have said, this guy is fucking weak. That means you really shouldn't be doing the things you're doing. Even if you're running behind your boys. No, I'm running in the front. I'm giving the pain first because I am me. You follow my lead. You're following security's lead. Like, this is crazy. This is really crazy. It's a different age. This is acceptable? No, this is what gangster is. Look at any of the strongest, hardest, realest gangsters. They were in the front or doing it themselves. That's why they did get locked up and did time, because they got sloppy. But they were in the front. The front men. What happened to being a front man? Genghis Khan would never run behind his clique. Ever. In no war. He was riding in the front. Dead center. Like, this is my squad. Really? That's where I see X at. He said he stood there and they ain't swing on him first. They hit his dude. Like, he was in the front. He's not. There's no fear on that. And what you guys say is, well, yeah, he's not here anymore. And you think that's tough. But bottom line is, you're going to meet that person that looks at your security and blames you. I'm telling you, you're going to. If you're really dealing with someone who's for real, they're going to look at your security, blame you, then take on security. That's how it works. Because you're the problem, not him, it's you. You're the problem. Listen to how he speaks. All of his emphasis is on X. He's not saying nothing to the guys that move crazy. Are you scared of them? Are you scared of them? You're scared of everyone in media. You're scared of it. That's what makes me think you ain't never been in no beef. No nothing. You ain't never had war with no one because of how you're moving. Or you called other people to do your dirt. You ain't never did it yourself. Really? Then they want to joke on me like, oh, you got a record. You did that. Can't say I did put someone else in it. Can't say I sent someone else. No, I pulled up. This is stupid. Everybody I grew up with, does this not make sense? Not even the lowliest person in my city. The person you think's the weakest. He'll be front dead center handling his beef. I've never heard of something like this. This is mad suspect. Men needing a bunch of other men. This is crazy. It blows my mind. Blow your mind. Why don't you blow your mind? Diamonds in the air. Like, what's wrong with them? This is crazy. They want their freedom, but they want to do hard stuff. Don't want to risk their freedom. Soft. That's soft as baby shit. That's soft. You want to do something hard, but you don't want to risk anything. Dummy, you take the risk yourself. I ain't never heard of sending someone. I'm pulling up. And if whatever happens, happens. But I am pulling up. It's not this. That's why they couldn't stand him. He was too real. He's like, I'm taking my tests. These guys are behind security playing dodgeball. Like, Yo, this
Realize when he's 19 years of age, okay, he's now experiencing success and he has a hot head, a bad temper. Plus, you mix it with all the things he's going through in his past where he loves to fight and all of that. He could not be controlled. I said, yo, X, chill. Now, he was on the conversation with.
Did you hear it? Got you, sucker. I got your sucker ass. Did you hear what he just said? What, you thought I wouldn't catch him? No. I'm the czar, and you thought I wouldn't catch what you said? He can't be controlled. Who do you think that message was for? Let me get this straight. Let's match up what Chipmunk says. Did he not say something similar about 6ix9ine? He did. So you're around watching for who? Who was he could not be controlled? Who did you say that to? Now let's get a bit deeper. For him to target that at X, why does he think the Migos can be controlled? Why is it? Why does he make that conclusion for y'all? I know why. I'm asking, do y'all know why? Doesn't it make sense? Look at the situation. He says X cannot be controlled. Why is he saying the Migos cannot be controlled? And Stephanie, no, he is not. Because he would speak for both of them. These guys can't be controlled. But why is he saying the Migos can be controlled and he can't? It makes me wonder, were they supposed to do that? Really? It really does. Or you're just fearful to speak about them. Well, you don't want to think that, because that means you can't be objective speaking about this artist and this artist because you're scared to, but you have no fear speaking about him. It makes it seem like the whole agenda is to control X because he's not being controlled by him. He's not doing what he says. He's not doing what he says. He's not doing what he says. So he can't be controlled. So now he's a problem. Do you see? Listen to the doublespeak. In between guys who talk like him tell on themselves. They always will. Check it.
Me, and as I tried to calm him down and question, why are you out there alone? And he kept saying this to me repeatedly. He says, I don't need 1,000 people with me everywhere I go.
So is he out there alone because he doesn't have 1,000 people? You stupid Chip. You're dumb. He wasn't out there alone. They tried to surprise him and pull up with a bunch of people. How's that his fault? How's that? It's his fault because they chose to pull up in numbers. Really? That makes no sense. You make no sense. He's telling you, I don't need to ride around with 50 guys, call them goons to feel safe, to feel like I'm gangster. It's what they rap about. X doesn't rap about all that stuff. They do. Okay? So they have to. And that makes me think, did they really do the stuff they rap about? If they need that many people. All the hardest rappers we know, they're good without having anybody with them. That's a fact. They be in the grimiest spots with very few people, if any at all. That's a fact. Because they're going to handle it. Like, it's a head scratcher. It's like, what is he talking about? He can't be controlled because he's not riding with 1,000 dudes just to be tough. Like, you sound crazy.
He says, I come out here by myself. I stand on my 10 toes.
Facts.
He says, I
That's how
don't
man
need
moves.
an entourage. I'm not pussy. And I tried to remind.
Wait, let's hear what he's going to remind him. But my thing is, that's how a man stands. Why can't you ask Migos why they don't move that way? Maybe you ask them, why do you guys move like suckers and not men? How about that's the question?
That he was not only just
Objective.
a young street nigga who used to pull up on everybody and fight, and those fights would go on the internet and go viral. I say, you're a rap star. Don't work like that. And while he was
And
saying,
don't-
nah, you understand.
There's other rap stars.
We had that conversation till he looked at me through the FaceTime phone conversation, and he saw himself, and he saw that he was bleeding. And the minute he saw he was bleeding, he hung up. You know why? And by the way, I tried to call him back and answer.
Let's hear what this
He
chip
went back outside. I don't know if he went with people or whoever, but that's where we get the infamous liftoff situation because, yeah.
Now, hold on there. Because here's the thing, Migos. He just disrespected you. So you know X is saying it to disrespect, right? He knows your name. He called you Liftoff. This guy takes shots in between of selling other people their story. He knows your name ain't Liftoff. Why is he repeating it that way? That's disrespectful. It's not. He knows what your name really is. Grabbing the joint, running up the stairs. I'm coming up with something. Rum Nitty voice. All right. Now back to it. Let this play.
He was trying to find the niggas, okay? And he wasn't with no one. Now, I don't mean to bring that up because recently Offset just wished him condolences and said RIP, and that's a dead issue. So I'm really sorry that I have to bring that up. I have to bring it up in context to say X was someone who did not believe that he needed an entourage of people everywhere he went, or he needed security everywhere he went. Add to the fact that he believed that his home turf of Florida, that he was unilaterally loved. He told me, yeah, because I said, yo, listen, after the first time with the Rob Stone thing, I said, bro, you gotta get security. I kept telling him that. You gotta get security, And he did take my advice when he went back on tour because, of course, there's some legal issues and venues were really worried about him because of the aftermath of the situation with him and Rob Stone. But essentially, man, he was basically saying, you know what, I'm going to beef up some security on tour. I get it. I'm 100% in agreement with you. So he listened to me there. When he told me, he said, listen, when I get back to Florida, I don't need none of that shit. Okay? And he's pretty much operated like that. Now, I tell you all that to say this.
And that's a fact. He didn't. But someone would plot on him. He wouldn't know. If someone close to him plotted, he wouldn't know. How would he know? Because you know how he moves. And you know he's good because he rocks with y'all. But that opens room to plot. Only thing I regret is X didn't keep it on him for everybody. Like, not just looking at these are my guys. They say they like me, so let me respect. He should have had rec for everybody. These guys, they're funny style. They're really funny style. They really are.
His lawyer, as recently as earlier this week or last week, advised him to get security. Okay? Now, of course, in certain circumstances, he would have people around him, but X was the guy who wasn't scared of the people. He wasn't scared of essentially what was coming to him or what dangers were out there. He met them. I remember having a conversation with him and he said, I don't care about fighting. And I said, we live in a different world. Niggas don't want to fight. This is not when you could just pull up on niggas and have a fist fight. They're going to shoot. And he just was not receptive.
Then why didn't they shoot with him then? Do you get how stupid he is too? Like you're saying they want to risk them knowing that they're the ones pulling up and doing a shooting. Like that doesn't make sense. I get what you're saying, but that doesn't make sense in this context. In this context. And here's the thing. How do you know someone with X didn't have the strap? That's a fact. How do you know that? He's not going to come out and say, well, my dude was strapped to. He's not dumb like that. He's going to let you think whatever you want to think. He's just going to say it. Really? Let Act talk. Because
to that. Now, I don't say that to blame him, but it's really his trust in people and his trust in the place that he resided for 20 years. He never thought he needed security. Okay? So when he is going out to go buy a vehicle and he goes to the bank and allegedly pulls out a large lump sum of cash and has it in a Louis bag, yeah, he still doesn't think he needs security. Because you know why? When fans see him in passing, yeah, they might be obsessive, but they are showing love.
I disagree with stuff. I don't think
he doesn't really come to situations where he has to defend himself on the daily. Not that he wouldn't, but that is not what usually happens. Also, when it came to him going out, like he would do regular things. He would, as I said, he would pull up to the park, play basketball, or just play with the homies at the park. And not people he knew, just people who knew him. Not knowing what their intention is, not knowing that they're calling their man to line him up. He wasn't concerned with that because you know why? He wasn't scared of the people who made him him. Now, a lot of entertainers live in fear. He did not. And sometimes that fear is warranted, and sometimes it's just overly paranoid. But X was pretty laid back. So when these things happen, and if we are to believe...
So you just contradicted everything you said. He's uncontrollable, but he's laid back. He's uncontrollable, but he's chill. He's uncontrollable, but he defends himself. He's uncontrollable, but he minds his business. Why don't you address the Migos? Why? Why? I'm just trying to figure out why. I would have spoke in detail on them. Why? Why? Why are you so biased? Why are you so biased? And then you get scared because Nicki Minaj's husband now wants to knock you out because of what you said about her. Why? I don't understand. I can't even say you're speaking when it's beneficial to you.
The cops that this is a random act of robbery. This is a kid, again, who had faith in humanity and thought that people would not want to take his life. He repeatedly told me, if somebody had a problem and they want to catch a fade, I got no problem with it. I've done that repeatedly. I've done that time and time again. He always said on the internet, I'll do the guns, but I'll always fist fight. And even though he was young and that was the only way he knew how to solve problems at that time. And by the way, he grew.
You didn't even want to fist fight Vic Mensa. What do you know about it? You didn't even want to fist fight Vic Mensa, who basically said, challenge you to a duel. You didn't want to do it. This is the guy giving some type of advice. If TheCzarr was sitting on a complex stage and Vic Mensa wanted to box, it would be on video. Because I would have asked him right now, or you want to go upstairs? You backpedal. I would have boxed his lights out. Me and Vic, we would have been knocking everything all over the show. You asked me something like that, we would have been knocking desks over, knocking chairs over. We would have knocked, what's her name, Natalia over, whatever her name is. I don't know. We would have had the other dude like, yo, chill. No. We would have got it in right there and then. But you backpedaled when you took shots at him. You took shots at him. This guy, this chipmunk, you know, it would have been animal abuse if he beat you. You know that, right? If he whooped you, that would have been animal abuse. You know that, right? Really?
True. By the time he got gunned down 2 days ago, by that time, he was a different person. a person who was able and willing to settle his differences with words, not fists.
Oh my goodness. See, this is where I get frustrated because this dude told you I have no beef with Drake. I want to talk to him. No, let's focus on Drake. You know how older artists repackage themselves and produce other people's energy as their own? You did that. I show receipts for a reason. This guy, you hear this guy trying to clean it up a little bit. You did that. The same thing you did with Warren Chirac, the same thing you do on Complex, the same thing you did with Vic Mensa, the same thing you did when you said stuff about the mogul, the legend star. When you said stuff about him, then tried to backpedal it. You were jealous. You envy is you. You display envy at every opportunity you get. You are a leech on the culture. You really are. Probably, I'm not saying the greatest by any means. You're the greatest leech. You leech off of it. That's why these rappers are digging out girls living with you. That's because you're a leech. Like, come on, man.
So I say all that to say,
really?
His lawyer advised him to get security. If you think I'm hyping people up, I advise him to get security. But I'm not going to say because he was stubborn. It's because he saw different in people that in the...
That could go first, friends. He saw different in himself compared to how these lames move, who you're not addressing. Oh, let's pull up on him and do this. Oh, let's pull up on him. He ain't got a bunch of people with him. You ain't going to address them suckers. That's not a sucker move. You ain't going to address them suckers. Got to address X. X is uncontrollable. What? You let this sucker finish. I'm serious.
Our reality of the world, there's evil people out there that, no, they don't just want to beat your ass and keep it moving.
You're evil. You're evil. You're the evil people out there. Warren Chirac. You're evil. You're not evil for that. Hold on. Akademiks. Ask him, are you evil for your series, Warren Chirac? Are you evil for it? No, you're a good guy just genuinely producing media, not making fun of black men dying, not making fun of families crying, not making fun of it, not making fun of savages, savagery. Yeah, I'm talking to Akademiks, Zach. Yes, I'm talking to Akademiks. I've been talking to Akademiks for a minute now. Earlier on, Diamonds Live, you can confirm that. I've been talking to him. This piece of trash, he never learns. You're another one that doesn't learn their lesson. You don't. You go back to doing the same things. This guy. Yo, you're flat out trash. You're flat out trash. I'm sorry. You're the trashiest media personality I ever seen. Really. You walk away when you shouldn't be walking away at all from anything you're doing. It's crazy. You make a living off of others' pain. That is your media. You don't try and figure nothing out. You don't get into the details. You don't speak about everybody. You focus on certain people you feel bigger than. You felt no matter what X talked about, you had a pride that was above his, like, oh, it's me. You don't want to address Migos. You don't want to address nothing. We know you can't address Drake, but you take shots. Lift off. You know his name's Takeoff. You're saying lift off. His name's Takeoff, not lift off. How'd you speak about whatchamacallit? Oh, yeah, you know how older artists like to repackage newer artists and use that as their energy. You're literally taking shots, but then acting like you got respect. That's why Nicki wanted smoke with you, because she's like this fake chipmunk. I get it. I get it fully, Nikki. I get it. I'm just waiting for you to do what you said you were going to do. I fully get it. Like, that's so weak. After you made comments about her, then you want to expose her. Like, yo, I guarantee in NY, they would back up and let you get whatever done to you. Because you did this too long. You've done too much. You did this way too long for so many people. I can show the receipts for days. You did it to so many people, including Vic, who respectfully went up there and said, let's box. No, I don't want. I don't. You didn't want to throw hands, but you want to throw insults. You don't want to throw hands, but you want to throw insults. You are. I can't believe you. I can't believe someone deemed you when you came out the vagina. Someone looked and said, a baby boy. How? Like, really?
Or just rob you and keep it moving. They want to take your life, and that's permanent. And
there's so many people that want to push your wig back. Like, is he kidding me? Everything applies to him too. Do you know how many people want to push your wig back off that Chirac series alone? It ain't went away. The people really died in life. What's wrong with him? He's delusional. You know what? You have a delusion. I don't know whether it's because of the drinking you've done. I don't know. But you're a little dumb to what you've done. I repeat, you're a little dumb to what you've done to others. Really.
that's a situation that made us lose XxXTentacion.
Another thing.
Everybody, and I see.
Thank you, Oriah. Nipsey, and we could go to that receipt. Nipsey called you out. Nipsey called you out. You are a sucker. You really are. You should get a no-fly zone in every place around you. It should just be no-fly zone for DJ Akademiks. Nowhere. Like, really?
A lot of entertainers now thinking, whoa, maybe I shouldn't go to a certain place alone. Maybe I shouldn't go with only my one friend. Maybe I should.
It wasn't
invest in
one.
some security. Maybe I should make sure I'm rolling correctly.
This is the biggest idiot I've ever
saw,
seen.
and we talked about it.
He wasn't one person deep.
Conversations like this. I told
Oh my
the
God.
Rob Stone situation, the Migos situation, other situations that I will not speak about. I said, hey.
But you won't address Rob Stone, and you won't address the Migos. You will not address Rob Stone, and you will not address the Migos. That's a fact. I'm showing you guys, this was the response that X reached out to him for. He got this. Why do you think he'd rather rock with Dom is Live? You're a fraud. That's why. He said this, before he passed, he said this dude is fraud. That's why Dom is Live got the platinum plaque. That's why. Because you're a fraud. You're too much of a fraud. He probably had that prepped and ready for you. Said, nah, give it to Dom. His mom said, here you go, Dom. After he passed. Because you're a fraud. You're such a sucker. You prey on others, put what really is true about you onto them, and try and push it. You are a joke in media. You really are. Like, I don't care who's a fan. People are around just to watch you. I can't imagine you having fans like I love what you do, Act. They want to see you till you fall because you're just trash. Yo, Akademiks, you are the biggest piece of trash that's ever come to the culture. The biggest culture vulture I've ever seen. The biggest sucker. Complex wants you because you're following, not because you're talented. I repeat, Complex wants you because you're following, not because you're so competent and real and Akademiks is the truth. No, they want you because of your following. They're using you. And in the great words, if you can't be used, maybe you're useless. You're not useless for your following, but you're useless for everything else. Literally everything else. Literally.
You got to roll like a rapper who's on and who's the guy.
Do you know what he's just done? You just told me you worship Drake and the Migos. That's what you just said. You worship them riding around with security and sending dudes to do dirt without them pulling up themselves. You worship that. You just told us that they're on top and they're a god. Like, did you hear this? Yo, this dude is a. If Drake walked in the room, said, "Akademiks, tell your girl to bend over." Babe, bend over. Bend over, Drake's here. Like, yo. I hope that happened at some point in time. Like, they walked in and said, "Give me your girl, Ak." And you were like, "Yes, sir." You're just a sucker, yo. I never heard a man talk about other men like this. I've never heard a man refer to other men as gods. This is weird.
Again, I look at things different. You would look at me and be like, "You scary, man." Like, he's like, "You scary. You don't want to be in certain situations that." He wouldn't mind being in those situations because he had a different upbringing.
You're wrong again. You're wrong again. He's not saying you're scary because you didn't get jumped or guys didn't pull up on you. How can you affect that? He said you're scary because you move like a sucker. That's why you're scary. Because you're trying to lecture him. You won't say nothing to the other guys because you think they're gods. You just said that. They're gods. I couldn't imagine looking at another man like, "Yo, you're a god." Really? Yo, you're on top. You're a god. Huh? Yo. Then you refer to them as gods. You couldn't even put respect on Star's name, who's the reason for why you do what you do. You are the biggest sucker in media. Hands down. There's no question. I will not question it again. Dom is live. I will not question you when it comes to this. He's the biggest sucker. You're the biggest sucker. If I come into a room and your neck's open, we're playing open neck. I'm smacking the shit out of your neck. You are a sucker. You move around when any other man enters the room. I don't care if it's your counterparts. I don't care if y'all even on the show. Move around, sucker. When I come into the room, move around. You don't move around fast enough, I'm playing open neck with you. Move around. You're a sucker. You really are. You're a punk sucker, Akademiks. I'm telling you now. If no one's told you, you heard it here first. You are a sucker, my guy. He said, I'm scary because I wouldn't be in this situation. You are. You just dodge him. He shows up. If he said something, he shows up. He's different because of that. Oh, because you could talk about everybody in Chicago, make great money off of them, discard the subject while those guys you talked about are in a grave. Oh, because you could do that. Yo. You wouldn't even fly a plane into Chicago. Let's be serious. Without walking through there with detail, looking around. Do you know how they're hungry for you to show up? Do you know how they're hungry for you to even land in the airport? Someone to recognize you? You're just yo.
So
we're about to get to that. I'm about to make sure that you get exposed like that. Because you are soft.
Who knows if more people were there, this wouldn't happen. But we're left today.
Yo, this
and
guy.
We're left for the rest of the time to kind of just ask ourselves these questions. I asked myself these questions ever since I found out he died in the circumstance.
I just, guys, I can't make this up. How can I make this up? How? I just played a receipt with you coming at his neck because he was cool with somebody. I just played that. Now you're saying after he passed, you're thinking about something? Really? Really? You're thinking about something because he's passed now when you just took shots at him 7 days prior. Yo, you are a bitch. I'm sorry. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. I'm telling you now, you're a bitch. You are a you are a bitch. Forgive me, YouTube. It is what it is. You want to boost guys like this. He just took shots at him 7 days before he died. Right after he dies, it makes me think about, what are you thinking about? That's only a week and like a few days. Anybody with him can get it. Anybody around him can get it. Anybody who likes the guy can get it. Oh, if X with him too, X can get it. Let's shut up. Yo, you are fake, yo. Yo, you're fake. You're fake. And I hope Nikki catches you. I hope she does. Cardi, this is the time. If there's anything going on, squash it. Nikki needs to handle this. What is he talking about? Oh, he said I'm scary because I wouldn't be in those situations. When you're saying the most, getting called out, you just don't rise to the occasion. No, you get in situations, but you don't rise to the occasion. There's a difference. I don't want to hear your voice anymore. Honestly, I'm doing this for CommenterNation because it is prevalent. I don't even want to hear your voice.
And so I'm like, damn, who was with him? Damn, where was security? Damn. Yo, it's crazy.
It's crazy. Because now you care. Now you care. That's crazy. Now you care. Out of nowhere, like, dang, who was with him? Dang, who was? That's why I don't subscribe to his. Like, when your videos go, I don't even watch your shit no more. You're a fake. You're a fraud, dog. You're a fraud, man. If no one ever looked you in your eyes and said you're a fraud, DJ Akademiks, you're a fraud. You're a fuckboy and a fraud. If no one's ever told you that, I'm here today to tell you, you're a fuckboy and a fraud. You are. And you're a disgrace for every Islander, because that's not even the stance of us at all. No one moved. Not one island has anybody that moves like you. I don't know. I've never heard of it. You're just so fraud. You're taking shots at X. Now you're feeling like, dang, who was with him? Why would you care? You just said he could get it too. On the June 11th, 2018. June 11th, 2018. He could get it too.
Really was rolling around in a lot of cases just with his guard down, and it's not that he was like just oblivious to what was going on in life. He just saw the good in people and thought that people wouldn't be trying to take his life. And by the way, for people who try to correlate this to rap beef, he moved better ever since the situation with Rob Stone. Every time, and after the Migos situation, every time that him and another rapper had some type of issue, believe me, he was moving right when those issues were a potential threat. What I'm saying to you guys is that he was at home. He felt
moving right to whose standards? His? Oh, because you gave him the advice, right? You see how they try and take credit for stuff too? Like this, yo. I'm gonna hold my mouth.
Florida,
I'm
Broward
sorry.
County was home. He felt he didn't need security at home. He felt he was really good.
No,
at
I
home.
got
He
to get
was loved
at you.
and revered at
You
home.
are a sucker. I'm sorry. No. You're sucker. No.
X, we love you.
No, you don't. Oh my gosh. No, you don't. Yo, this guy is a fraud. just said 7 days prior he could get it too. Even if you love someone, would you not talk to them, then go live with your girl like, oh, and X said this, X could get it too. Oh, and he said it, he could get it too. Bitch ass nigga. You just did that. Yo, you are up. Yo. Akademiks, you're a sucker, my nigga. You're a sucker. You are a sucker. Hey, dude. You know what, Brian? This gives me new respect for Dom. Because let me tell you this. Dom's not a sucker like this. I've spoken to him. He is not like this. I've never heard of this. I've never heard of this. 7 days before he dies, you're saying he could get it. Now, right after, we love you. We miss you. Oh my gosh. You're the type of fraud. Your fraud runs deeper than what Trunks did. It runs deeper. Your fraud redefines a generation for the worse. You're here narrating stories that people love when you're built like this. Where's your merit? Where's your respect? This is why I enjoy a black, because I don't want to say too much, but this guy's built funny. It gets better.
Y'all smash out. Joe Budden is like great at DJ Akademiks after XxXTentacion, and this is my problem with hip hop. You know what I mean? This is my problem with hip hop. You know what I mean? After all the confusion with everybody,
shout out to
this is
Basie
everybody confused right now.
an upcoming YouTuber.
You know what I mean? Joe Budden was talking about academics, and he was mad at academics. This is my problem. My problem is, how are they saying all these things about academics and the people posting things up on the internet? You know what I mean? Blogs and things of that nature. When 10 years ago there was blogs. 10 years ago there was blogs posting stuff. Y'all never said nothing to World Star. You know what I mean? Everybody was cool. Everybody was cool with Q for World Star. You know what I'm saying? Nobody says nothing to World Star now. You know what I mean? Like it's really hard. It's hard for me to even try to get these words out right now. You know what I mean? Like I see all these people saying things about the blogs, like the blogs, you guys, you perpetuate. If it wasn't going through academics, it would have went through somebody else. You know what I mean? It would have went through somebody else. And I feel I don't know what type of open-ended questions these were. I was confused with what Joe Budden was saying. You know what I mean? You can't be saying DJ Akademiks was the sole reason all of this was going on. What about the Source magazine? What do you guys say?
Why did Joe Budden say that? Why did Joe Budden say that? Is it because he's seen what I'm telling you now? Is it because he realized what I'm telling you now and said this guy's a sucker? It's that simple. It's not hard to see. He just put it in a situation for him to comment on Drake when they were trying to fix a beef and he was open to do it, but you helped them paint that narrative. That just happened. Then you went into saying, oh, X can get it too. Now you're saying, we miss you, X. These guys are there for the send-off. He's there to send you off. He's not there to look out for you, to help you get through an interview, to make peace. Come on. Like, really? I'll show you real quick. Hold on.
What are your words of advice to him when y'all speak? Because y'all spoke yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, I tell him you gotta move better, and also,
What you mean move better?
well, he should be in a situation where you're not at home and you're
And that's politically correct. What he's basically saying is if you're going to talk shit and be a shit talker all day, be in the right places, or if you're going to be out in public, you better be prepared for some bullshit to happen to you because you're in LA. You never know who you're gonna run into. You could be at Roscoe's and walk out and see somebody, an enemy, an op, or anything. Walk out your hotel and see somebody like that, especially if you're not staying in no mansion by yourself, secluded. If you're just at the W or you're at the little bum ass hotel they put everybody in West Hollywood. What's my llama?
Why'd you save him, yo?
Lamontros is the one that I'm talking about. The one that's kind of like a little condo-ish kind of looking thing. Well, we stayed at. Pool is trash. Yeah.
Lamontros is, and if you got a lot, it's a little different.
All right, you want me to read this definition so I can put this away? All right, to spare someone, to refrain from punishing or injuring, to show mercy to exempt from something.
Stop.
Did he refrain from punishing or injuring him?
Yes. According, I'm only going with what he said. He said, I think
No, but there's more to go off.
No,
this is my issue with you. I don't
no,
have
no,
enough from you. If you're not gonna start talking,
Talk to him.
I'm giving you guys what he said because he's not gonna say all of that.
All right, so
You guys can
I'm off of him because clearly talking to him does nothing. I'm talking to you now.
Yeah.
Because I work with you, and,
I would be moving.
and some of these street niggas think that I'm responsible for the things that you do and say. So now I'm talking to you.
I think vice versa too.
They think that you were no real nigga. The street niggas know me already. Relax.
I was getting a lot of calls. I was like, yo,
my point to you, this is my issue with you. And I only have an issue with you because when I watch these XxX clips, I hear your name. And because I work with you, I have to now be involved in this little kid fuckity fuck shit that I want nothing to do with. So, this is snitching number one. Do you say that, Tim? Do you say that you are breaking street protocol by telling every fucking thing that happens? Does somebody say that to him?
I'm not a street nigga.
And this is my point. That's my point. The nigga.
And Joe, who set him up to do that? Who set him up to do that? Now, number one, you know we live in the age where that stuff happens. It's everywhere. But Akademiks was the one that refueled the beef. He only wanted to speak about Drake and listen to his commentary. Akademiks knows what he's doing. Akademiks knew what he was doing. He literally was saying, no, I just want to focus on Drake. You know how other artists, older artists, Joe, he ain't talking about you. Other artists repackage energy. He's saying you need to use someone else's energy to stay relevant. He carried that narrative. Listen, the reason I showed you this is to show you how Ak was involved. Okay? Now, it's out in the open, the Drake and X thing, whatever. That could go with Joe's narrative. Akademiks refueled it. When you interviewed him and brought that situation up, after he said he wanted to make amends with Drake, you took him from that narrative. You took it away off the table. No. I would just want to speak about Drake and I want to say, you're good. You complimented him. Then you use that compliment as a weapon. Yo, you like that? This is exactly what I'm saying. His name's coming up every time X's name comes up. Why, though? Why? Because he's helping him carry a certain narrative versus him making peace. Then he says, I talked to him about making peace. Who else did that? The same guy's living with him. I told him not to do those things. Then he brought him into it, and they are talking about X. He's saying that X at this time was talking about the situations happening. He gets into 6ix9ine, but he was noting him, warning him about being around X. But his name's coming up because he's transitioning narratives. I'm taking what he's saying and diverting it this way. Shout out to Mike Litterers. He used that. He used that as some type of way to bring himself in. All he does is utilize marketing tactics at the expense of someone else. I have solid proof you do this. You to build yourself up. You do it at the expense of others only. Every time Ak has drama, he goes to the net. That's not snitching. Every time. We know every beef you've had that was public. You went into detail. You told secret details. How did we know Nikki hit you up behind the scenes without you saying it? You snitched. That's what Joe doesn't get to. Ak, you're the snitch. He may have something happen and speak on it. You're the snitch. You snitch on everything. Everything. Yourself, other artists, other people. You try and ask them to snitch. You try to do that to snitch. Why is it snitch? Because you're involved in it. You're not involved in him keeping that drama with Drake going. You're not involved because you made comments about Nicki. Now she's addressing him. You're involved in it. You are. This guy named Akademiks. Yo. Hold on. Let me see this other short one. Hold on. There was one more one. Because he's involved in it. He's in the nitty-gritty of it, causing issues, speaking to two different rappers. You keep the beef going. I got a good one for later.
But I have some information here. This apparently happened in the last couple of days. Right? The same way how you did a story trying to see if 6ix9ine was
wrong here.
Pedophilia shit again. Well, X is actually accused of some fucking heinous shit. He's accused of being.
He's snitching. He's snitching. And it's a lie. He's snitching something that's not correct. The month before the issue happened to him. I got these really good receipts on him after this. You're snitching, like, you're saying he's being aggressive towards someone. And we seen video of you being aggressive. You had a girl that was living with you saying that you were abusive. She declared that. You don't want to snitch on yourself? Because you're such a punk. You can't throw hands with Vic Mensa, but you could throw them with the girl? Was that proven a lie? Other than you saying it's not true. Yo, I gotta get out of here for a moment. I gotta get some air. I'm so enraged. Like DJ Akademiks. The day you take the name TheCzarr, all rights reserved, and you try and play a narrative, it will not be when within God's good graces that I'm able to defend myself. If I'm able to defend myself, I'm going full force ahead on you. Like I am going to railroad you. Like you are going to get destroyed. I am the DJ Akademiks destroyer. I promise you that. The way I'm coming for you, it's just going to be too savage. It's going to be like, yo, what's wrong with this guy? The energy is going to be off the radar. I'm going to show you in my series. I told them I barely went Super Saiyan. I'm going Ultra Instinct and beyond on you. I'm just going to a new level. It's going to be on some other shit. You're going to be like, yo, this dude's crazy. Like, I am going crazy on you. Like, it's going to be insane. I let a lot of fuckboy stuff by you pass, including with this situation. Even now, there's certain receipts I should have just showed. I might show them tomorrow. You know what? I'm probably going to show them tomorrow. But I am going haywire. You are going to think I am a man possessed. I'm going for your jugular and everything. I'm going in on you. You won't know which angle. I'm going to make, my stuff is going to be so real, I'll make Chirac travel to you. That's how real it's going to be. They ain't going to wait for you to come there. They're like, yo, where he at? Where he at? I'm serious. For real. You did so much of this service in media. They are going to be for you. They're not going to be waiting. They're not going to be like, if Akademiks come here, they're going to be like, where he at? Where? Oh, yeah, then why we there? That's how they're going to move. I'm telling you, you are the worst. You're a sucker. You snitched on all these artists. Joe gave you a pass by not calling you a snitch because you snitched. You revved drama because X wanted to dead the drama. You revved it up. You refer to them as gods. Another man is a god. You are a sucker ass bitch. You are. I'm going to help the world see that. I don't care whatever topic I'm on. Whenever you come up, I'm going to help the world see that you're a sucker ass bitch. You are. You are. You did this stuff. You are involved. Buttons even called it out. Yo, you are a bitch. Like, I don't know how you made it where you're at. They had to cuddle you like Star used with a little mango in your hand, cuddling you up. You move like a sucker. I don't know who around you, family related, moves how you move. That's straight. It's so suckerish. It's so suckerish. You know you set X up in that interview. He wanted to make peace. You said the older artists repackage and use others' energy. Say names. That's the only thing you don't do. Who are you referring to? Was it Drake? You take shots. You said Liftoff when you know that's not his name because X said it. You say Liftoff. How come we see you in the beginning of every rapper's demise? X, 6ix9ine. I bet if I do research, I'll find more. Chicago artists, don't even let me go to. I'm saving that for the series. You're in the beginning of so many rappers' demise in their careers. It's not even funny. It's not funny. It's serious. I'm going to show why they call you DJ Wackademics. You really are whack. But there's one thing I know for certain. It's your favorite rappers' time, your favorite movie stars' time, your favorite athletes' time, your favorite entertainers' time, your favorite comedians' time, your favorites' time. Everybody you know's favorites' time. All rights reserved. CommenterNation. Greatest nation since United Nations. We in the building. That's what you need to know. And I ain't playing with you. I'm for real about it. Because you're a sucker. You're a liability to anyone that wants to be in the game. And it's time it's addressed. You are a liability. Once that Warren Chirac thing gets broken down, boy, you are open booty. What are you talking about? This guy was crazy in it. Ask him about what happened behind the scenes. Matter of fact, he probably don't even know because he doesn't care. All rights reserved.